Anyway, while we're doing this, so what had happened was I'm active on Facebook, but I'm not like crazy active on Facebook most of the time. Just because I go in mood swings, not bad moods, but like I read stuff and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. These people are crazy. I don't want to look at it. But I have a private group. It's called All About Your Journey, which I really like. And I like that, but I had not posted in it for a long time either. And after we got started with Samantha and me wanting to really get back up and running again, I'm like, I gotta let these people know that I'm still alive and well, because I had been like, I'd like people's stuff, but I really didn't comment. And I thought I gotta do something fun, because that's one of the things that I think has happened is I think we've lost a lot of the fun with the business. We've all been so wrapped up in what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. Do we have product? Do we not have product? We don't have pictures. We don't have this, that we've lost the fun. And if I'm not having fun, I don't want to do it. I'm just going to be real honest with you. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? And I was sitting downstairs trying to figure it out. And this sticker that is in the middle of my face right here that says trying to be better has been on my computer screen for probably 2 years, just because it came in a pack of stickers. I couldn't give it out. I mean, you can't send that in ham swag. That's not going to happen. So, but it made me laugh. So I stuck it on my computer. I thought that's fine. And I was sitting down there and I'm like,
that in my swag.
but I'm sitting downstairs and I'm like, what can I do? Yeah, I don't want to look stupid, but I want to stop the scroll kind of, and then I'm like, why don't I want to look stupid? What do I care? It's Facebook. Most of these people don't even know me. And so I took the sticker, I stuck it in the middle of my head. It fell off. So I had to take a piece of scotch tape and put the scotch tape on my head to make the sticker stick. Took the picture. Yeah. And I just posted it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is me. I'm going to start up in my group again. And I put this on my public page. I'm going to start my group again. I put the link to the group. And I was like, if you're not already on it, get on it. We're going to have a good time. There's some new things happening. And I got a lot of comments on it because it's weird. So I was like, okay, we can do this. So I like, but now I have to find something that's going to keep me engaged and keep me engaged, because the picture's cute, but whatever. So how do I do? Nope. What am I pushing? Which computer are you? Went to.
You put it towards the computer to push the button.
Is the little thing in the computer?
Wait, do we have it in the computer? Whose computer do we use?
This is
Jan.
laying there,
Sitting next to it.
right there on the outside.
Which one? There's two of them here.
Not you.
That's
What is it?
That's the one that I had.
Yeah.
That I took.
Sorry, Jenny, it wasn't you.
Okay.
See, you are perfect.
It's
Not that.
It's not. Or
Say okay on that.
You want a Melissa?
Can you click okay on that, honey? Put your finger down on the button.
Just do it. Just click.
There you go.
Oh, seriously? Yay! Okay, so August is my birthday month. Now, the best part about that was, my birthday is not till the very end of August. It's the 29th. But, well, there we go. See? So I started with the whole, it's my birthday month. And I put that picture up one day and got probably 200, oh, happy birthday, happy birthday. And I'm like, yeah, I said it's not my birthday, but that's okay. And I thanked everybody and it was great. So we had a whole lot of interaction on that. So then the next day I did this and I was like, what do you think you've learned about me from this picture? Now, most of the people thought they learned that I liked ice cream. This is true. A couple of people said you like orange. I got some, it's your birthday. I'm like, no, it's not, but okay, we're going to keep on with this. The other thing that happened after this came out the second day was Facebook sent me a message that said, your posts are getting so much attention, we're boosting your algorithm. And I'm like, 3 posts in 3 days, and this is going to make you people happy. I can keep up with this. This is fine. I got this for you guys. So then I went live, and I went live on my public page, told them they could come to my private group, but I said, in honor of my birthday month tomorrow morning, and I think it was a Monday, I said, we're going to have coffee together. And I just said, meet me in the morning for coffee. Now I had all these people that were like, where do you live? I'm here. I'm like, okay. So we're gonna do this. So the next morning I go live with my cup of coffee, sitting out here. And there was a ton of people that commented.
I find a cup of coffee.
I don't know what to tell you. I know. And I said, post a picture of yourself with coffee so that we can have coffee together. Got a whole bunch of those. And then that night I went live again and I said, I had so much fun this morning. I had coffee with people from 6 different states, people I haven't heard from since high school, people I've been friends with for years, and I never left my backyard. Now, I said that so that when we start talking about Tupperware and being able to do things, I'm going to be like, remember all the people I had coffee with? Never left my house. Never left the yard. All those people got that much attention. And it was fun.
Yeah.
So that's the picture of me with my coffee and all of the people that had coffee with me. I still have people posting on my wall pictures of coffee in the morning. And they're like, love having coffee with you for your birthday. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Thank you. But you have to reply to these people and not just like their comment. That's nice, you know, it's nice. But if they are going to take the time to post a picture of a coffee cup in their hand for me, I can put on there, black or do you have creamer in there, you know, or this is my favorite time of day. The one post I put up was I have my first cup of coffee by myself to get me out of zombie mode. The second cup I will have with you. You know, just anything like that. So then the next few pictures are ones I put on my page to direct people to the All About the Journey group, because I put this up and I said, well, the first thing I said was, we're going to talk about how many decades I've been alive and describe them. And when I first counted, I'm like, okay, 7 decades, that sounds like a lot, but all right. But then I rethought it. I was born in 59. So technically I was alive in the 50s too. I've been alive in 8 decades. I felt just a little under 100 years old at that point. But I'm like, okay, so I said, I don't remember much about the 50s. That was a 4-month group, you know, don't really know. But the 60s were a good time. I was 10 by the end of the 60s, but I do remember a lot. And the pictures that I posted, I did not post anything on them. I just posted the pictures on my public page one at a time every couple hours for, I think, like 2 days. But with everyone, I said, we're going to talk about more about this in my journey group. We're going to talk more about this in my journey group. And so the pictures were, well, let's see. That's just me being cute. Okay. Talked about, I said, do you know what these are?
Rabbit ears.
Yeah, they're rabbit ears, but guess how many people did not? This is the ice cream truck that was in our neighborhood every night when I was a kid. And I had to look for that. I actually had to Google 1960s ice cream truck in Dormont, Pennsylvania, because it wasn't like a Dairy Queen truck. It wasn't anything. It was Mr. Sloppy. And I remember that. Yes, right. Backyard carnivals. I don't know if you guys remember Jerry Lewis backyard carnivals. When I was a kid, people had backyard carnivals. That's how you made money.
She's snorting over there.
Why are you snorting with
It was
this?
not me.
Stephanie?
It's not her. She's back to us.
I was high. We're gonna keep moving.
Oh.
Okay, the 60s were big for banana bicycle seats. Shut up. Yeah, and I got this bike for my 9th birthday, and it was like the best gift ever. Roller skates with pom-poms on them, and the skate case. You had to have the skate case or it didn't count. If you had to put them over your shoulder, you were not cool. You had to have the case. That's right. Mary Poppins is the first movie I ever saw. I did not put the last picture that I had on Facebook up because I didn't want to have to hear it from Pam. It was a picture of a little girl smoking. I started smoking when I was 9 years old at the skating rink. And yeah, great times, great times. But wait, so these were all on my public page. And I kept saying, if you want to hear more about this, go to my private page, go to my private page. So in that like week and a half time, and there was at one point I did the first half of the 60s, which was the cute picture of me. Bonnie, control her. Anyway, so I did that through, I think I did the rabbit ears and I stopped right before the Jerry Lewis telethon. I did that one night and talked about all the things that went with that. I talked about my dad not letting you change the channel and how when he was watching golf, he'd fall asleep. But if you tried to change the channel, he would be like, I'm watching that.
Yeah.
And I said, but to
Yeah.
change the channel, you couldn't just like pick up the clicker and go like this. You had to sneak up to the TV.
Yep.
You had to turn it really, really slow so it didn't click. And it didn't matter. He woke up anyway. And then whenever Ed Sullivan came on Sunday nights, almost always either my sister or my brother and I had to hold one of the rabbit ears in place so that the rest of us could watch TV. It's great times, good times. But it's stuff people don't know. You know, my kids were like, what is that? So it's that kind of fun thing. But the bottom line on all that was, I said, okay, I'm gonna go live and do this now. And I did it. Well, then the next night I was supposed to do the other half of the 60s. And instead I went to my own 60s Elvis party and didn't quite get back in time to do all that. So I went live and I said, not doing the rest of the 60s tonight because it's my birthday month and I went to a birthday party. Well, it wasn't for me, it was for somebody else, but I got to see Elvis, blah, 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 blah. In the meantime, in that week and a half since that started, I have had 62 people join that private page. I just keep getting requests for, can we join the page? Can we join the page? And I'm not doing anything amazing. I have posted 3 times about the $5 offer for Tupperware on there. And one of the posts was just like, what do you do for $5? What can you get for $5? And I had like a Wendy's Happy Meal picture and I think a 6-inch sub, which you can't get for $5 anymore. They're $6.99 now. Just different things like that. And there were interactions. And I had a couple people. I had one girl message me that used to be on my team. And she was like, so can I come back? And this isn't the one I told had to have a party. This is another one. And I was like, absolutely. She used to be a manager. So she signed up. My granddaughter, okay, but this is what she said. When I was down there this summer, she said, I would never do Tupperware. I'm not going to use plastic. I'm not going to use plastic. We need to go to glass. And I was like, eh. And I'm not going to argue with her. First off, I'm her grandma, so I'm right, but I'm not going to argue with her.
I'm just saying, the Zoom is at the bottom.
And I just
That's
said,
her blank screen because she said she wouldn't put it up there because it was a picture of a girl smoking.
No, I'm just saying, stop the share because the Zoom is just gonna be blank.
oh,
You know what I'm saying? The Zoom.
they're just looking
recording is
at the
going
blank
to be
page.
black
It's
screen.
okay.
You're hearing me, but not
Yeah.
seeing.
But I can hear you though.
Quit it. What the big still? Oh, it's still. I can't stop the share. Jenny,
I'm not doing
give it to me. Thank you.
Every time you move, it moves.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Alright.
So anyhow, I really couldn't forget where I was
It
at.
was
with
your
that.
that was totally her
Oh,
fault.
my granddaughter, yeah.
Oh, she's gonna have class.
So,
Yeah, yes.
well, and I can't say we're gonna have class, right? But I said, well, you know, we're coming up
Nobody knows it.
out with, yeah, nobody knows. I said, we're coming out with some new stuff you might be interested in. And she said, remember you guys getting glass? And I said, well, we've had glass before. And she said, yeah, but, and I said, don't ask me questions I can't give you the answer to. I'm your grandma, I can't lie to you. And the next thing I knew, I got an email saying she had joined the thing. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I called my daughter. I said, what is she doing? And she goes, she wants to know what's going to be new. And I was like, okay, you know, she's 21 and she needs something to do. So I'll be happy to help her do it. But the point is, it doesn't take much to get your social media pages going. Just don't be afraid to do, I mean, in my case, it's kind of weird, strange, funny stuff. Don't take yourself too seriously on social media. I mean,
Don't
if,
overthink it.
yeah, don't overthink it. If you watch people's posts on social media, they are either all living the perfect life,
Oh, yeah.
or B, their life is such a hot mess that they really don't have time to be on social media telling you about it. They need to go fix something. But
Right.
so you need to hit somewhere in the middle where like, I'm having a good time. God bless all of you. And let's just keep moving. So the thing of it is just make yourself present. And apparently Facebook notices. The only problem I've had, and I've done some reels, I've done lives. I love to do reels. They're just fun and they're fast. Now when I go to post something that's either a live or a reel, I get a thing that says checking for copyright issues. And one of my reels, they would not let go, and I went back and looked at it, and I think it's because I said Tupperware like 4 times in 80 seconds. So I redid it and just kept saying the best plastic and the best company, and they let it go. So I'm like, okay, that'll work too. But yeah, don't overthink it.
What platform do you use to look your reels? Facebook, Instagram?
Facebook. Yeah, but it puts them on Instagram.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you started.
Yeah, I just do
'Cause each
Facebook.
one
'Cause
has
that's where I'm
different-
at.
Ways of doing it, and I know
Yeah.
which one you like better.
Well, you know me, if I know how to do it one way, that's where I'm hanging out. There's no reason to not fix anything.
Yeah. Where did you come up with these ingenious ideas? Like all the stuff that
little mind there.
you know, with the 60s and that kind of stuff. Where do you, how? It has good
How
luck.
it hit my brain. Yeah.
So how much you did when she was 9?
Do a 30-day social media plan and ChatGPT will spit them out for you.
Yes, exactly.
It'll.
And how do you, well, I can ask you that.
No,
You'll
there-
probably know, but.
Yeah, you go to ChatGPT, you say, go ahead.
And you go to, where do I find it?
ChatGPT?
Just
Download it from your store. So
Yeah.
you can do it on your
Google,
laptop.
Google Chat GPT and everything will come up, you just pick one and go.
Google.
Yeah.
And then you-
And there's free
Just
ones.
Google it, pause,
Just
and
Google.
everything.
There's free ones and there's ones you pay for. Go ahead.
Very specific about your prompts, so give me a 30-day social media post plan to sell Tupperware with prompts and a schedule. There goes.
Day plan. So it is 30-day plan for social media.
Yeah. With prompts and schedules. For Tupperware. For Tupperware.
Because until ChatGPT knows you, you have to be very specific.
Okay.
Because the take long is kind of scary.
I don't know what. 30-day plan with prompts.
And
You can keep, I got three, I missed the rest of it.
once you put it
Oh,
in,
put it on
it's back.
No, she said.
I'm gonna watch this video, it's just, there's.
There's more ways.
So I'll look at the things you don't want, and then if you just take 10 days out of it, then you can have it rewrite you a whole different one.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
If you
just
wanted-
genius.
And if you wanted to be more specific for holidays, like if you wanna have fall themes, then you would tell it with fall themes. And you can have it do generic and just keep adding to it to make it, keep breaking it down smaller and smaller for you.
In other words, after it does it and spits it out, you can say, give this a fall theme. And it spits it out again and it's got a fall theme to it. Or you can say, make this funny. And it spits it out and they're hysterical.
It's like my best friend.
You can also, after about 20 minutes of playing with it, you can say, tell me what you think about me, and we give you a paragraph of what it thinks about everything you've asked, and that's always sheer entertainment. But don't take it personally.
Okay,
Because it's a
gotcha.
bot.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody have any questions to Jenny? Any other questions for Jenny? Okay.
Hey, I want my ticket.
I did not get that.
You don't see what didn't you? I'm so bad.
No, you want that doorbell over your, the ring.
It's the ring doorbell.
She looks so innocent.
I like the ring.
Okay.
I told you.
Can I ask one question?
Okay. Where are we? Anybody else have questions about Jenny's creative brain?
It's awesome.
It is awesome. It's super cute.
So glad to be your friend.
Okay.
I know somebody said
What's gonna happen in the
You're good.
70s, Jenny?
Huh?
What's gonna happen in the 70s?
don't remember.
That one.
Okay. Do you have a question?
The age of Aquarius.
Nikki, do you have a question?
Yeah, well, you said step into the journey. Are you really telling the story of a journey, or are you just actually being funny?
No, it's about things that have happened in my life, it's about things that I am interested in and concerned, and that was one of the things too, one of the reels that I did.
So
Was,
like a support group?
well,
It's
no,
Jenny's
I confused.
Oh,
It's more like,
I was really asking
your life.
because hey, I'm recovering, so hey, if I could get some, motivation or some help you out, probably would ask. 'Cause I might need out there one day.
and it's just about going from where you're at right now, if that's not where you've been, or.
So how do you tie Tupperware into this?
Well, first off, it's a big part of my journey at this point. So, and that's one of the things. It's not a salesy thing, but I can talk about it because it's part of my life.
Right.
And, you know, and I talk about the things in my life that have changed because of Tupperware, and if that's where they're at, it could help them.
Yeah.
You know,
Perfect.
there's a lot of different things, or if they're interested, like, one of my big things right now is like suicide prevention thing. And so if you wanna raise money for that, Tupperware can help you do that, if, you know, just,
Mhm.
if you talk long enough, something comes out that makes sense.
Right, okay.
Except I'm like Ellen, whenever I get to the end, I'm like.
How do I?
And now I'm going to start at the end in mind.
Come back and check out my next slide.
Like,
This will never end.
Yeah.
There is no ending.
Okay, so,
The people that join your group, or can they just join?
They have to ask to join, but that's because it's private. When I first started it, I wouldn't let my kids in.
Which truly, as you talked about, makes sense.
When I first started it, there were things I was talking about, and now I realize that since they're in there, they can go back and look. But, some of it I hadn't had a chance to go over with them personally, and I didn't want them to see it on Facebook.
First, yes,
Yeah.
good point.
Excellent. And it actually, that group started out as my Tupperware VIP page. And that was then Jenny's Tupperware something.